Having gratitude can significantly change and improve your life in a very positive way. Here is why. When you are going through a hard time and you are flooded with so many different emotions and feelings, it's really hard to find something to be appreciated for. It's really hard when there is something happening within your life or happening around you. It's really hard to find something to be appreciated for because all you kind of see in that moment is so much agony. And I learned that in moments, especially in moments when you're going through some very hard, turbulent times, and I'm talking about some very hard times that you question if you are capable of overcoming. Moments like that, it's very important, especially moments like that, it is very important to find something to be appreciated for, always. The thing I learned is when we are mixed with so many different thoughts and feelings and our emotions are all over the place and it's a bit overwhelming, we have to kind of find a way to pause and take a moment to sit with where we are and find something to be appreciated for. That's all you have to do. Whenever a negative thought arises, find 3 things to be positive for within that negative, because of that negative thought or that negative experience that you may be going through. This alone has significantly changed my life, especially when I was going through a very hard and ugly time with my mental health. If you cannot find something to be grateful for, just pause, sit with your emotions, and actually find a way to kind of tune out the noise around you and within you, and just simply look around. What can you be grateful for? Well, for one, you can be grateful for that you have the ability to view this video, because not everyone has access to the internet. Another thing you can be grateful for is having a device to access the internet, because not everyone has a smart device to access the internet. One of the most underrated blessings, in my opinion, is having the ability to see, because there are some people that are blind. Having the ability to hear, because some people are deaf. Having the ability to speak. Having the ability to speak alone is another huge blessing, because there are people that I have personally seen with my own 2 eyes that have to utilize a device just to vocalize their needs. Having the ability to feel, because at one point there was a time in my life when I couldn't feel this. This alone I could not feel, and I did not know that when you cannot feel, when you have no feeling in your hands, you don't have the strength to grip anything. Picking up a fork became very difficult for me, and it caused me to go down a very hard, turbulent, dark path. It caused an ugly experience, because at one point I couldn't feel this. And not just so much that I lost my feeling, but I was also going through a lot with my own personal mental health and with my disability at the time. It was not the easiest experience. There's so many things for us to be grateful for, and the thing I learned about gratitude is in moments when we are flooded with different and mixed emotions and feelings and thoughts, find something to be grateful for. This one simple thing that I just mentioned is whenever a negative experience arises, or a negative thought arises, find 3 positives because of that experience, or because of those feelings. It is not the easiest thing to do. Trust me, the very beginning was the most difficult thing to even see and find anything to be appreciated for, when again, I couldn't feel this. How can I be appreciated for something when I'm basically using my mobility in my hand? Because at the moment, this is my only dominant hand. How can I find something to be grateful for? I'm losing this. I can't even pick up a fork. Moments like that is really hard, and you question a lot about life. So what I'm trying to say, and more so I think this video is going to be for someone who is going through a turbulent time, is finding, if you are watching this video, you are seeking to help you are seeking help to overcome what it is you're in the midst of. And the purpose of this video, and the reason why I shared that portion of my story, is I want you to know the importance of having gratitude. In the very beginning, again, it was not the easiest thing to find anything to be appreciated for. If you have a roof over your head, that is a huge blessing. If you have something to keep you warm or something to keep you cool, that is another huge blessing. The ability to even be able to eat and swallow your drinks on your own is a huge blessing, because there are people who have to eat and fill their stomachs with a tube. There's so many things to be grateful for, and I promise you from my own personal experience that if you can find 3 positives within your situation, especially when a negative event arises or a negative thought arises, find 3 positives, and I'll explain why in a second, within your situation. I promise you your life will change in a very positive way. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. It's going to be a challenge, but that's the thing. The challenge isn't there to break us. The challenge is there to test us, to see if we really, really are capable of reaching where it is we are going. You may not understand why you are in the midst of what it is you're going through right now, and that is okay. But I can assure you, if you can find the will to continue to keep going, develop the faith to hold on to, and have the belief that better does lie ahead, I promise you your life will change just within 12 months. Just within 1 year. And the reason why I say 3 positives, and I wanted to touch on in this video, is because of this. When a negative thing arises, find 3 positives. 1, it's going to challenge you to see much more blessings around you. It's going to help force you, or let me rephrase that. It's going to help you develop the mentality to look bigger, to think bigger, by thinking of 3 positives. Because when you're in the moment of going through a hard, turbulent time, it's really hard to find anything to be appreciated for. It's really, 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 really hard and difficult. But I promise you, if you can develop that ability to find 3 positives within every situation of your life, when you're going through a negative experience, find 3 positives within that negative experience. If you're going through a positive experience, find 3 more positives within that experience. Because you are also not only going to see your life change for the better by just showing a small portion of appreciation within your life, but you are then going to develop the mentality to think bigger and see things in a much clearer view. You're going to realize so much beauty lies around you. I love you, I appreciate you, and remember, go through what you go through. Much love.